Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Monday, so you know what Monday means. Big cleaning day. Well, not huge cleaning day. About an hour cleaning day, I should call it. An hour cleaning day. And we just got home this weekend from doing the lake, and they went fishing. So I have a little bit of pickup to do, but I got most of it done. And then I just washed all my dishes, and then it's the end of the month. So end of the month is gather up your fragment time. So I am trying to use up what I have, which is great. And then I will go shopping this week. I'll probably have a discount shopping video for you at the end of this week. And then, but I'm gonna use for now, I'm gonna use up what we have. So yesterday we just grilled. We grilled some hot dogs at the place and had some watermelon and beans and chips, and that was easy enough. So today I'm like, what can I make? So this is what I came up with. So I got my smoothie going in here, and then I put the rest of it in here with some granola on top, and I'm eating that for breakfast. I had some carrots left, and I had some cucumbers that we had from this weekend, so I just cut those up, and I'm leaving those on the counter that we could have. And then what I decided to do for dinner tonight, I'm like, okay, what can I make? And I had two New York strip steaks, and so I thought, you know what, I could do a Chinese fried rice. So I cooked up the rest of my rice. So I got rice here. I'm gonna heat those up in the microwave later, and then in my crock pot, I wanted the steaks to be real tender, so I know it was kind of a waste to do a whole crock pot, so I did 2 of those, and I put some onions that I had left over, put those on top, and then I didn't really want to waste the space, and so I had 2 sweet potatoes, and I thought, you know what, I could just throw those in there and let those bake, because those would be really good. So that's gonna cook. When that's done, I will chop it real tiny, put it in with the Chinese fried rice with all of our toppings, our sesame seed oil, and our soy sauce. And then we had some ribs left over, so I thought my husband probably would like the ribs, so I have a very small bowl of ribs. I thought maybe he would like that with his Chinese. And then in the back there, I've got some chili, and I had a little bit of nacho cheese, so I poured that on top. So dinner is going to be the Chinese fried rice, or you can have chili with hot dogs. And so I thought I'll give them a choice. So whatever they have tonight, this will be enough for tonight and tomorrow, and then they can choose to have it tomorrow as well. So that I did for lunch today. I was like, I'm out of sandwiches and stuff like that. I thought, you know, what can I make? And so I had some potatoes. I had half a bag of potatoes, so I'm going to make some potato soup. So this is super simple. I cut up all the potatoes that I had, which, like I said, was about a half a bag, and the rest I'd throw away. And then I had some leftover onion. I put that in there. If you don't have onion, that's okay. You don't need onion. And then I did chicken bouillon, and I get my big giant chicken bouillon here from Sam's Club. This was like $2.70 or $2.50. Super cheap for a huge container of it. I think it's 35 ounces. So it used to be like $5 at Walmart, but I found it at Sam's Club for even cheaper, which was great. So I put that in there for flavoring. And then what I did, looked in my freezer, and I had some stuff that I made out at the month for potato soup. This was just leftover bacon pieces, but we had used some for, I don't know, I think we made pizzas through the month, an extra couple ones, so I used some of it. So I have just a little bit. So I'm going to pour that inside to have it. You can put pieces of ham in here. You can put pieces of cooked bacon in here. You can even put I cut hot dogs up one time and put some hot dogs in there. Or if you don't have any of that, don't worry about putting any of that in there. So then I'm just gonna cook this. So I filled up with water like about 2 inches above the potatoes. And then we're just gonna let that cook and simmer. So I'm gonna put the lid on this. When that's done, we will finish that. So this is good. I got my dishes all washed. This is full. The dishwasher's full. And then I filled up my coconut oil. I love coconut oil. I've never, like, people use it for, I know people use it for their skin and stuff like that. And I've always used my Suave cocoa butter lotion. Used it my entire life. Used it through every single pregnancy. Don't have a very, very small amount of stretch marks. And so I just always lotion up all the time while I'm out now. And so then when I went to Walmart last time, they didn't have it for whatever reason. So I've been going downstairs sneaking the girls. Well, then I was like, I got some coconut oil. So I'm actually using this and really loving it. This is just we get a big giant 5-gallon bucket of coconut oil. And all I did was put it inside this little jar. And I've been using that on my skin, and it is really helping a lot. I mean, like I feel very moisturized, not too greasy. I tell my girls, don't put it on your hand like you would lotion, rub around. Just use your 2 fingers, dab it in there, and then just rub it on your skin. So I've been using that because there was a couple times I almost peeled when I burned a little bit at the lake, and so then I used that, and it didn't do it at all. So I use that. I've actually been doing the oil pulling, they call it, and it's where you take like a tablespoon and then just squish it in between your teeth. I don't know. It's one of those things like, does it work? Does it not work? It's supposed to be like a natural thing where it helps heal and restore your teeth. And so I thought, I'm gonna try it. What do I have to lose? So usually every morning I take a spoonful in my mouth, and then I squish it in my mouth while I'm taking a shower. And then when I go to brush my teeth, I just spit it out really slowly, and then it rinses with the hot water down the drain. And then brush my teeth normal. And I don't know, my teeth haven't been hurting I was having some issues, so did it help? I don't know. Or is my teeth just had a little bit of pain and it's better? Could be. I don't know. I noticed they're a little bit whiter. I don't know, but I've been using that for probably about a month now. And so I've been doing it every day. We'll see. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I guess we'll see in a little bit. So I've been using that, and then I started just using it for my body, and it's actually working really good. So that's filled up. I just started kind of going through the house, picking up. I did the bathrooms like I always do, threw the laundry, and I had our bathing suits and our towels. I just threw them in the washer last night, but I didn't wash them, and so or didn't dry them. So I took those out and threw those in the dryer, and then just getting laundry rolling. And then I started in my kitchen, got the dishes washed, and I thought, I need to make some food because it's gather up the fragment time. And so I thought, what could I do? And I thought, potato soup, that'll be a good lunch. And then I also got bread in the oven. That's actually rising. So I've got some of that so I can make some bread. So for lunch, we'll have potato soup and bread. And then dinner will be either chili with hot dogs, or you can have the Chinese fried rice, their choice, and then we'll switch it for the next day tomorrow, because I think tomorrow I might do some shopping and see how life unfolds, but I'm going to aim for that tomorrow. So it'll be good. So I'll show some more of what we do, and then it'll be a great day. And then hopefully sunshine's coming out, and then that means lake, so that's where we'll be headed after. Okay, now the soup is done. The potatoes are tender. This is how you finish it. So you can go over to my blog at plainandnotsoplain.com and get the exact recipe. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of milk. If you didn't have milk, you can make powdered milk to add to this, and that would be perfectly fine. And just stir it in there. And then I'm gonna add some potato flakes. This is an easy way to thicken your soup. And so mine, I got it in bulk, so I just put it in a bag. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of potato flakes to this. And as you're stirring it, it's not going to seem very thick, and then it will become thicker over time, so don't add a whole bunch if it's not as thick as you want. Just do less to begin with, and then you can always add more. And then sour cream. This is my gather up my fragments, so I have you can just add 1 container of sour cream, but I have just a little bit in that one, and then I've got one more full one I'm going to add just because I'm using up. Always use up your resources, because I know I'm going to be going shopping, and then I know I'm not going to have any use for that little bit of sour cream. And so I have a whole container of sour cream here. I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to stir this. And if you kind of let it sit a little bit, that sour cream will kind of melt in there. You won't have to worry about mixing it so well. But this is great. And then you can also, if you have all the toppings, I don't have all the toppings because end of the month. So you can make like loaded potato soup. And so you can put out bowls of cooked bacon bits. You can put lettuce, shredded cheese. You can do green onions. You can do a bowl of ranch. You can do some sour cream. And then you can top your you can call it loaded potato soup. That's really good. We don't have any other bacon because it's in the soup, but I do have shredded cheese that they can add on top if they'd like. And if anybody wants to, some kids like to put a squirt of ranch in theirs. Some like it just the way it is. Some like it with a little bit of sour cream. It just depends on which child is eating it. So this is looking really good. Mine didn't get super thick yet, so I'm going to add some more potato flakes. Now back in the day when I had little ones, and then I had bought baby rice cereal. We had a lot, and then I thought, oh, this would be good to feed my babies, and then I never fed them that because I went to like regular foods. What I would do is I had a lot of leftover baby cereal, and so I would use that to thicken this soup. And so nobody noticed the difference. It's just rice cereal. It's just like potato flakes, and so we use that an awful lot. So if you mamas got some leftover baby rice cereal, you can add that to this too right now. It's very easy. Or I'm just using potato flakes because I have potato flakes in my pantry. And so that looks good. That's about as thick as what we would like it. And this will be lunch. So now this is ready. I'm just gonna let this sit. It tastes delicious. And then I'm gonna move on to my bread dough that is ready to be pushed down. so now that the bread is all done, you saw that I kind of separated it in the pan, made like a little line in the middle, and then separated it into sixes, so that way I know how much to put in each loaf. It's not exact, but it's just a guess. And then I put it in the pans that I sprayed with spray, and then I poked holes in it, and now I turned my oven on 350. By the time the oven has reached the temperature, I will put this in and cook it. I'll probably cook mine for about 40 minutes, and then that's gonna be lunch. We're gonna have this with some butter and the potato soup for lunch, and then everything else is done. This food is finished. I got my chilies all heated. The rice is cooked, the veggies will go in the microwave before dinner, and then that steak is gonna cook in the crock pot. I'll chop that up before dinner time. So super easy way to use up your fragments. So you wait for your bread just to be risen above your pan a little bit. See that? That, leaving the one in the back, there's a lot higher. That's when you're ready to put in the oven. So I'm gonna bake these at 350. Looks nice and good. So this is lunch with some bread with some butter. It's all melty because they're nice and warm coming out of the oven. So there's all of our bread. We'll be eating that here. Kids are eating their soup and their stuff. How's it taste?
Good.
Yeah. Does it taste good? Yeah, okay, so it's good. Maddie wanted chili, but the rest of them had some potato soup. So I've got hot dogs I cooked in the oven. So then tonight there were some buns in the freezer. So some people can have hot dogs with chili tonight, or they can have that Chinese mixture, whatever they want to have. So now we're finished. We just have laundry to go, towels to be folded, and some clothes to put in the baskets. And that's all we're gonna do. And then we're going to pack up, and then we're gonna head to the lake for the afternoon. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.